All right, awesome. Welcome everybody to Legends of Okaria. This is session 6 for our New Beginnings campaign, and Tyler's doing the recap.
Yeah! Alright. After clearing out the cultists, we were trying to find a way to go. After some looting, we did a little bit of looting, and then we ran into 2 locked doors, which everybody knows is not the friend of adventurers. So trying to find a way to open the doors. The cultists we killed came back as some undead abominations, and it was not pretty. It was touch and go for a while, but we ended up taking them out. And upon, searching for something to open up the doors, we found a hidden door that led us to some sort of, secret hidden cult area with rats. That was also an interesting fight. We found some loot. We took a short rest. I think that's pretty much it. Now we're just waiting for, just waiting it out until we take a long rest because everybody's pretty hurt. I think that covers everything.
Alright, sounds good to me. Switch over to the maps. Everybody can see the map?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Let's see, notes here. It says it's about 8 p.m. Got about 2 hours before you can begin a long rest. And your short rest was finished without incident. So, what would you all like to do?
That's a good question.
I think we're just waiting.
So you just gonna stay where you are, like just pretty much start a long rest? That's the goal?
We can't quite start one yet, but I mean, we don't really have. Yes, sir. I think that is the goal at the moment. As much as I hate to say it.
I mean, I don't know what more we can search right now. At the moment, maybe we should just huddle up and start talking options here.
Are we? Let's say we get through a rest. Is our goal to continue trying to find our way into one of the other 2 doors, or is our goal to get out of here?
The goal is to go through one of the doors, I thought, because we're looking for the kid.
Just making sure. A lot has happened since we started that. I mean, I just got done searching that entire room pretty thoroughly, and I couldn't find anything. But
no,
we did find a secret way in here, so maybe there's a secret way to open up the other doors out there.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I will hand the 2 books I have, the wet one and the small leather one, to Beacon. And like, Beacon, I don't know, maybe you can find something in here while we have time. And then with that leather paper, I'm just gonna, I don't know, try different things like heat or something, because there wasn't anything written on it, but I feel like there's something. That'll be my 2 hours. I'm going to mess with paper.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Those sheets of the leather paper, I thought there was stuff on there, but you couldn't read it.
No. I thought it was blank. But if there's something on there, then I'll just hand everything to Beacon.
Alright. Yeah, there's some unintelligible script on those.
Can I read any of it?
You can do Infernal, right?
Yes.
Okay. The 2 books, they're both written in Infernal. You can tell, quickly just by the script and stuff. It's going to take some time to actually read through them. to kind of like, you know, read what's in there. The other sheets, you can't read those. So you want to start?
Read the sheet now.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe skimming.
Which one do you want to do first?
Whichever one looks visually nicer. Or has a
I'll,
nicer cover or something.
This, give them the one that was most recently written in that I tried to let dry.
Okay.
Like this one is, I think, newer.
Oh. Okay, open up to the most recent page then.
All right. There's some like smudged ink on there that is really hard to read. But you know, if you go back like a page or two, you know, the stuff is fine. And just like looking over, it says like this isn't working out the way I thought it would. They're not delivering. You know what I mean? Then you can go back to the beginning or, you know, whatever. The book itself isn't that thick. It's maybe like 50 pages. And it's, you know, the writing goes about maybe up to 30 pages into it.
Not delivering. Feels like the most important part. Okay. If I flip through more of it, can I figure out who's supposed to be, like, who the deliverers are? Like,
Sure. You want to just go? You want to go backwards, or you want to go to the beginning and start there?
Backwards.
Go backwards. Okay, cool. All right, so you're gonna start spending some time doing that. What's everybody else doing? And how are you? Oh, you just okay. Yeah. Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm just at the entrance to the corridor, into the other room, kind of watching to see if there's any more swarms of rats that might make the way, 'cause I know there's still some in there.
Okay. And Zach?
There's not much I can do right now. I don't want to go exploring by myself, so I'm just going to just keep an eye out, or just like listen for anything coming like this direction.
All right, sounds
Past the
good.
hidden door.
Sounds good. All right, Jeremiah, let me get a D6. All right, very cool. And all right, so Beacon, going through, and let's say an hour, you know, goes by, and you can read, you know, all like, you know, 28 pages or whatever. And the whole thing is pretty much talks about meeting a former knight in Kessman, and they were supposed to help, like, provide bodies, you know, so that they can summon some old creature, stuff like that. But, you know, they're not delivering. That's kind of like where that goes. You know, and there was like a loose timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Loose timeline. Okay.
Yeah, about like a month. Starts like maybe a month ago.
Oh, okay.
All right, what do you want to do for the next hour?
I'm doing the same.
Okay.
Keeping watch, and yeah.
All right, Beacon.
They handed me more than one book, right? So maybe just start skimming through the other one.
Okay. The second book is actually a nicer book. The leather on the front seems to be, you know, it's like a harder leather, you know, like wrapped around something underneath it. The pages kind of have like a metallic edge to them, right? And the handwriting in this one, it's also infernal. The handwriting is a lot neater. And this one, same deal, right? Maybe like, you know, a 50-page journal, about halfway filled or whatever. And let's get a D6 from Zoc this time.
Are we gonna get
All right, cool. All right, so this one here, it talks about. Give me 1 second. Oh, scam likely. Sorry. Turn off my ringer. My apologies. How rude of me. All right, this one here. Okay, this one here talks about a person who was a knight, and after the falling of the capital and the disappearance of the king, they noticed that when the prince was being evacuated, that there was something odd about the Lady Regent. They followed along, doing their duties, and then their company split off. Right? I hope you're taking notes. Everybody, whoever's listening.
Will I be able to understand my notes? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's a journal, so you can see these again, but kind of paraphrasing. Yeah, the company split off, right? Was split into two different factions. One of them was led by Conwell, which is the person you gather is writing this stuff, and the other person was Byron Brushwood. Okay.
Name sounds familiar.
Then
Have we
after,
heard that name?
let me get a history check with disadvantage from you.
Street chicks. Advantage. Nope.
No. I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, Brushwood doesn't sound familiar, neither does Conwell. Alright, so then after they got to Kessman, the Lady Regent had dismissed him, stripped him of his duties, and pretty much put him on like an inactive reserve. But the way it was done, he kind of felt like he was, being like dishonorably discharged without it being formal. Then it talks about how he started having these nightmares, and then he eventually left Kessman with his family and bought a home in Wayland Village. And then it's like these dreams and stuff started getting worse. And then he met an individual who kind of made promises to make all the pain and suffering and whatever go away. Feeling that he really had nowhere else to turn. He was kind of suffering from depression, from not being, in service anymore. And, he just kind of fell in with this person. And then it kind of like seems like there's a couple of pages that are ripped out, like halfway, stuff like that, and you can't really pick up anything that makes sense. And then you can see the handwriting now has gotten a lot worse, and it's like, I've gone too far. I'll never be able to forgive myself. I've lost everything. There's no way for me to fix this. And that's kind of like where it ends.
Oh, it kind of sounds similar to the woman whose child is missing, kind of, because her husband was a knight, right?
You asking me? Are you talking to the group?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe either or.
Yeah.
Whoever has answers.
Yeah, and then her name is Conwell.
Conwell. Okay. It's not the same.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. The person writing this book. Or this just journal, whatever.
Okay. So it might have been written by her then? Okay, I'll mention that to the group.
Which part?
How dare you make me try and explain my train of thought?
I mean, listen, I can't read the language.
Hold on, let me make sure
fair.
I'm recording.
Oh no. Okay, so the lady's last name. So the lady was Sandra Conwell, right? Yeah.
Chandra.
Sandra. Chandra.
Shan.
Sandra. Well, who is the writer of this book? Okay. So I'll just mention that this book seems to be written by someone with the similar name as the woman that we're going after her child. And say it sounds like this is information about her husband. And that it seems like he fell in with a bad crowd while he was struggling. And perhaps her family's more connected to this than maybe. I don't know if she realizes.
So how was her husband involved?
Seems like he met with some shady person that took advantage of him, and he regrets something deeply by the end of this story. Like what's written. And we found this in a strange cult, so I'm just filling in blanks a little bit. That maybe he was not kidnapped.
No, he was seduced by the dark side.
Oh, shit.
I'm born in it.
You know, I really am not one to believe in coincidences. This is one big coinky dink.
It's a little, that her whole family's practically gone missing, and then her husband's journal, or a journal she wrote, is for some reason here.
I think it's probably her husband's. I mean, is this something that we should... Obviously, we have to bring it back to her, right? That'd be a good thing to do.
Probably.
Her or to somebody else in the town?
Well, she was looking for some information about her husband and other child.
You're not getting any of the... We were drawn here by some kind of intention. You're not getting any of that? Am I just paranoid?
Yes, very much.
Okay, thank you. I need to hear that. Thank you.
But nothing in there about, like, nobody put, like, a password, or, like, it's not like a secret journal of answers.
No, just the regular type of journal with half helpful things.
Nothing in there about, like, the illusionary eye on the wall, or anything. It's just... that's unfortunate.
And I was hoping for at least like a mother's maiden name or like childhood pet, you know.
Yeah.
What about the other book?
The other book I already forget. The other book is just a record of business, more or less. They were expecting some kind of former knight, which might be the one husband, to deliver them bodies, and he did not keep his word, it seems. So maybe they took him and his family because of that.
It might have cost him his son.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
And they're trying to summon something, which, I mean, again, we're in a cult, so that's not the most surprising thing. But perhaps that's why his family has been taken of the most.
And what about those pages? Can you read those?
No, the pages are not one of the languages I can speak. Whatever it is, it's beyond infernal.
It seems more arcane, you know, more like
Seems more
formulaic,
arcane.
and yeah.
magic shit in this one. I don't understand it.
Well, I guess we take a rest and, I don't know, meditate on what we could possibly else we can do to get out of here, because we're kind of stuck.
We checked under every single piece of wood for like a hidden password. Anything. Is there anywhere we haven't looked?
I think all the other doors are sealed. So
I mean, you got that room with the table and all those shelves that you barely went through.
Yeah, we didn't fully finish. Yeah, we got distracted by this room, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
I was trying to inspect the old bones on the sacrificial thing within the rats. Oh, the rats.
I mean, listen, if you guys want to go deeper now or try to, we can.
Would you?
We don't have much choice. The door closed behind us. I feel like forward's easier than backwards.
I meant instead of waiting till we are able to actually rest.
Yes, but I mean, would you be yourself in a fight? I mean,
No, but I'm not going to be the reason we get held back either. So whatever we think the best decision to move forward as a group is.
That is the question. We either push now, which would, I mean, we've already lost a bunch of time going back to town and resting. So I don't know how much. I mean, they always say the first, 24 to 48 hours are the most important when it comes to missing children.
I mean, funny, but not funny.
I mean, after we went back to town the first time, it was more of a revenge mission than a rescue mission.
How about this? We'll go look in the room, see if we find anything. If we don't, we'll rest. If we do, then we'll have another decision time.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Oh, come over here and push the button to open the door.
Slides across. Is it closed?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oops,
Forgot
there it
to
goes.
mention you all are trapped in here now.
Okay. Yep, so go ahead and place yourself wherever you're going to be, for the most part.
I was on this wall
I
last
think I
time.
checked that shelf, so let's just keep moving this way.
Alright. Everybody just kind of collectively searching?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you being quiet about it? Are you being careful? Give me an adjective to describe how you are searching.
Attentive.
I mean, efficiently.
Efficiently, okay. Thirdly, proficiently. Okay. Alright. Beacon. Landon, let's get a D6 from you, please. Okay. Alright, let's just say you guys spend an hour, thoroughly searching, going through the sacks, opening up crates, moving stuff, pulling out shelves, looking under, looking over, just everything. Alright, collectively, you find 80 gold coins, 1,300 silver, 1,800 copper, and 6 small blue gems.
Hold on, I was in the middle of writing down the 80 gold. Can you start with
Okay, yeah. 80 gold.
I wasn't. Okay.
1,300 silver, 1,800 copper. I hate copper. And 6 small blue gems. They're like a light blue. They're like clear, transparent. Yes. All right. And you also got those 10 leather sheets, plus whatever else you guys found, wherever, individually.
We have those vials from the other room. The 4 red and 2 green.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Did we determine if any of them looked like they were...
We believe the red ones are healing potions. The green ones are still up in the air.
Let me get one of those red ones in case we do get into a fight.
Okay, so that would be 26 gold to each of us, with a couple left over. Because we don't have a group bag yet. We'll have to.
There's sacks in this room. Like, you could just empty out a sack that had, I don't know,
Okay.
like old corn and whatever.
That would be a lot easier. Yeah, we'll just.
Do we just leave the copper?
Yeah, we'll leave the copper, yeah, 100%. Because, well, we might have to leave some silver too, because how many coins is it per pound?
50.
50. Yeah. That's 26 pounds of silver.
We don't need no stinky strength.
How much? Well, at least take the gold and the gems. The rest we'll decide upon later. So that's no switches, no secret levers, no map saying you are here.
No.
There's nothing special about the dagger and the sheath I found earlier, right?
You go and look at it. You take it out of its sheath, and it's a beautifully mirror polished silver dagger, and it has almost like a very slight blue kind of sheen to it. The handle is wrapped in burgundy leather, and the pommel is just like kind of like round, and it has like a perfect circle like kind of etched into it.
Found this too.
Oh, you want to go like wave it in front of like a couple doors, see if it does anything?
Rub it on every wall. Poke the eye with it.
I mean, I guess we can. Doesn't hurt at this point.
You want to like drag it and
Yeah,
scratch it
do
up against the
something.
walls and shit?
Alright, so looked at everything that we can look at in this room.
Yes, and we raided the bedroom.
Oh, and there was a longsword too, a nice one. There was a nice longsword. I remember, in the rack.
Yes, on the rack.
And the way into the hidden room that we found, what does that look like exactly, Eric?
What do you mean? Like
You
the
know,
wall?
like that was behind the weapon rack to get,
Yeah.
like, how was it hidden so I can try to look for another hidden door.
It
Oh,
was
on that
button,
one there was
right?
like a skull that had like a slight outline, so it just seemed like it looked a little out of place. And that was pressed in originally, and someone got burnt.
Yeah. Little
And there-
spicy.
There's skulls everywhere though
Correct.
in here.
Yeah, it looks like these walls are just completely composed of skulls and mud.
maybe there will be some way to open 1, 2, or 3 of the other doors in the other skulls.
Well, I mean, you want to go see if go back up to the sleeping quarters, see if we missed anything on those walls?
Yeah, now we have a little bit of an idea what to look for. Sort of.
So now it's like 10:30 at night now. Yeah. If you guys want to begin the long rest or continue, you can.
Is there enough junk in this room that we could use the sleeping quarters and like build a barricade?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yep.
So we don't have to sleep in stinky rat hallway.
I mean, the whole area kind of nasty.
We should also shut that door.
Yeah.
Shut that door.
Shut the door. Take a little bit. We'll build at least, 3/4 of a wall or half wall or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. We'll just, take like 15-20 minutes or whatever, walking back and forth, stacking things up. That's fine. You can do that.
Okay, I'll move myself to the sleeping quarters here. Yeah. Dibs on this one. Is there any sconces on the wall or anything besides the one like down here, but in the bedroom?
There's one right here.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in. I don't see any. No.
Okay.
No, just one right here in the hallway.
I was just okay. So okay, who's taking first watch?
I can. That's fine.
You're going to. Okay.
Are you sure?
Aren't you the most beat up? Shouldn't you be sleeping the most?
I be first, second, third watch. It's all gonna be the same either way. I'm gonna be beat up for.
Yeah, fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, no argument here. Alright, Beacon, do you want second or last?
Second.
Alright, I'll be last watch.
Alright, so you guys are going to do 3 hours each? So you can
Yeah,
get 6
right.
hours of rest?
However
Yeah.
it works out, yeah.
Alrighty. Sounds good. First watch. Is there anything special you want to do during your watch, Hardus?
My question would be, because I have no way to tell if it's magical, am I able to just spend some time focusing on the dagger without it taken away from me keeping watch down the corridor?
Yeah, that's fine. It's a light activity. Sure. You could
So I'll just
definitely
do
do
that.
that.
Just to see.
Sounds cool. Let me get a d6 from you, please. See if your watch gets interrupted. Alright, cool. Your 3 hours will go by without notice, and I will whisper you. Hardest. Okay, let me get a history check with disadvantage from you, please.
I'm all nat 20s. Not two nat 20s.
Okay. I don't think. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just to be clear, is that happening right now?
No. No, it is not.
And we didn't discuss it, so I will wake Zach up. And
I thought
then
Beacon was
collapse.
second, but alright. Zach, you get woken up.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like 6 hours. What is it?
Your turn.
My turn? Why are you waking me up?
Because I didn't hear it being discussed.
Go
There'd
wake
be a
up, Beacon.
Wait, but you're already up now. I'm sleeping now.
I can't even see. Beacon, where are you?
Yeah, Beacon, you'll wake up. You hear Zach calling out to you.
It's your confused old man. What? Cultists, where? Why? Where? Why? Where?
It's
Falls
your
out
turn.
of bed. Why?
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh. Why are you waking me up?
I don't know.
What?
This is what happened when you
alright.
let the most beat up take rest, or not rest first.
Beacon, you do anything special on your watch?
I think there's anything. Just look at the hallway, look around at all the walls, just overanalyze everything as try to keep watch.
Alright. Let me get a perception check from you, please. Alrighty, and let me get a d6.
Please.
Okay. Your watch goes by without incident. And you find
Yay.
nothing of interest.
He'll sit there a little confused at who he's supposed to wake up. Like he'll be doing calculations just trying like, right? He woke me up, but I think I'm supposed to wake. Oh, he'll tell me if I'm wrong. And then he does go over to the old man very gently, happy tap, like it.
Yes, that's more like it. That feels like 6 hours. Thank you.
Okay, I hope you had a good sleep. It's, I guess, a little late here.
Alright. Zach, do you want to do anything special during your watch?
I'm gonna have to light a torch so I can see.
Alright.
But I wanted to try to keep it like at least like somehow dimmed, even if I'd like put it under a bed or something, you know.
Okay, alright. Well, what kind of light do you want? Like, how do you want to dim it? How far?
I mean enough to kind of like see if something like, because right now I can't see at all, so just enough for like the area. So if I want to look around the room, I can kind of see, but not enough that, you know, it's hopefully not too super obvious, you know.
Okay. That's cool. You do like a 10:30 for now. We'll do like that, or 10:20, whatever. Okay. Kind of mask that a little bit. And what are you doing for your watch? Anything in particular?
Well, I don't know what anybody else did, so I'll just take kind of a stroll around the walls for the next couple hours, just seeing if anything sticks out.
Alright, let's get a perception check from you. Okay, and let's get a d6. Okay. While walking around, you notice that this sconce over here has like some webs that were hanging from the bottom, but they look broken. Like, so they're kind of like hanging.
Okay.
You know, like it was maybe attached to the wall and it's broken from that point.
Okay. Good. A clue.
But yeah, everybody wakes up. Long rest is good to go, and it's about, let's say, 11 and then 9 hours. So you guys are assuming it's about 8 in the morning, give or take.
Oh, so much better.
How many
Really?
torches did you burned through 3 torches? I'm assuming, right?
This will be my second torch.
Yeah, but
Because I
your
was
watch was
using-
3 hours.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it'll have to be 3 torches.
Okay.
So that we're down to
Ooh, resource management.
Oh no! I can carry more stuff now. Yay!
No.
Burn a ration. Burn a ration real quick. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We only get half our hit dice back on in long rest.
Is it half?
Round it down or?
Half or it's rounded up or down though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. If it's rounded up.
I don't know. I probably rounded up, right? Let's find out.
How
That'd
much
be-
is rounded out
Be
though?
long rest.
Number best
see.
go to half the total number minimum of 1 die. Doesn't say round up or down, I don't think.
And then it sucks because the example it gives has 8. You know what? Let's just do round up. You know, you guys are low level, so you're gonna need it.
You're gonna need it.
Okay.
So while you guys were sleeping, kind of took a closer look at this dagger. I believe it will glow if it's in close proximity to a shapeshifter, and I'll hold it up to both of them.
You've caught me. I am a werewolf.
Let's get actually let's get quick let's get history checks with disadvantage from both of you, please. Okay. Beacon. I will whisper you.
Yay!
Oh, so does everybody know the description of it, or do you need that?
The dagger.
Yeah.
There was
It was just mirror polish.
indentation or something.
Mirror
okay.
polished silver with a slight blue sheen, burgundy leather wrapped handle, and like a perfect circle etched into the pommel, which was like a sphere, a bowl. Okay. Okay. So I am whispering, Beacon. Okay.
Streets are not gonna learn. Beacon has read all the books about werewolves that he could get his hands on.
Nature's furries.
Nature's natural Barbies. Oh, is that what the circle is? Is it like a moon? Maybe. Werewolf lore. Werewolf lore.
Okay. All right. Barring the misspelling, if you have any questions, just ask and I'll clarify.
Vegetable. Ones. Oh, that's okay. Of them. I don't see them as. Oh. So we can look at the dagger and then look at them and be like, so someone of the New Moon Order lost this here? Or is... people you call to help when no one else will. Does that seem like that means they were here for good reasons or bad? Darker things beyond their understanding. Well,
does now that Beacon said the actual name of the order, does it ring any bells?
Let's get history checks from both of you now, Hardis and Zuck.
Normal?
Yes, normal.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. So both of you have heard of the Order of the New Moon. Pretty secretive group. You know, there's not too much information out there really known by the public. And like different people have different feelings. You know, some people look at them as, you know, people who are messing with, you know, darker things that are beyond their control. Some people see them as, you know, the people that come to help when everybody else is afraid. You know, there's a bunch of different, you know, some people look at them as like some hero vigilante group. Some people look at them as just evil people who, you know, masquerade their sick and twisted motivations with altruism. I mean, it's kind of hard, you know, but you have heard of them vaguely.
Yeah, I think that would be a good sign for us. I mean, I don't think they're. I don't think they're bad. I've never met one personally, but I mean, everybody has different opinions.
Could just be the cult got their hands on one of the order that came to investigate them.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, by the way, I walk up to this here, and...
Oh, wait. You're hopping over your wall? Are you dismantling the wall?
Yeah, I'll hop over the wall.
Okay.
And before I touch it, does it look trapped?
Let me get a perception check or investigation, please. Are you lighting a torch again? Oh, that's a 20.
Unless Beacon's being a beacon.
Yes, I will make light.
Okay, all right, cool. It does not appear trapped, and it just seems like this is something that you would just like kind of push in and twist it a little bit, or turn it.
Push in and twist it.
All right, you push it in and you twist it, and you hear or you feel a click, and that's it.
I have done something.
Perhaps we need to go look to see if any of the doors had anything happen.
Any of the doors? Any movement?
Before we go out there, does anybody have use for this dagger?
I mean, it can show
I know it's
shapeshifters.
useful. I mean, I know it's useful. I mean, more like I'm not going to be fighting with it regularly, so I'm offering it to you all before we move on.
I mean,
we can all use it.
Yeah, either of us can.
I mean,
do either one of you have interest in actually using it? Like, would you like to have it?
I can make it a monk weapon. I mean,
I get a
fuse
+4 on daggers. I don't know if that's good or not.
Is it magical? I guess I have to take an hour to
It
find
is
out.
slightly magic.
It is magical.
Yeah.
It
Shapeshifters.
glows when shapeshifters are nearby.
Yeah.
I believe that's the only property, but I don't know that for sure.
I mean, Beacon, if you don't
either
want
one.
it, I'll take it, but it's
I
up to you.
mean, to the side, is it good, like, to use? Should I... I have a dagger already as a backup in case someone gets too close to me.
Yeah, and I have fists. And sometimes bigger fists.
You have fists. That's true. Maybe I'll steal it then. Well, not steal it. Oh, maybe take a fancier dagger than the one I currently have.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Nobody wants it. I'll put it back in the sheet and put it on my
No,
pillow.
it's ours now.
You know, I'm just playing.
We can all share.
We just need to know who's
I mean, it's
current
handy just for
possession.
how it blows.
It's our long
Yes.
rest dagger. Whenever it's our turn to watch, you take the dagger.
Yes,
In case the shape.
it's our talking stick.
There you go.
Good idea. It's a good idea. Big brain.
All right. I guess now we have to move all this debris that we clogged the hallway with.
Just shove a little bit of it to the side. Don't have to move all of it. Enough to get by, squeeze by.
As you start moving stuff around, you could feel like the air feels a little cooler, and it smells a little fresher.
Oh, so the outside door's the one.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, they able to hop through.
Yeah, hop over. We can use this barricade as a line of defense. Hortus.
Yeah.
I'll go. I mean, I'll go look to see if the way
You
out
go.
is open.
You look that way, I'll look this way.
It is
Stay with
open.
me, I can't see.
It's open
Or
up
this is
here.
It's
Do we
open
wanna-
up there.
Do we want to go
Yes.
out and see if there's like a group of bad guys up there waiting for us before we come back in and keep looking, or?
I mean, let's just
I mean, the
look.
dog might be alive or not. Maybe go and retreat. Maybe if we bring them, they'll sniff out something we can't see.
Well, I need to put on my glasses and zoom in on this map.
What are you talking about?
What is this on the wall, Eric?
Alright, that's like a really decorative border. It's like a heavy frame around these thick wooden doors. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
going to get rid of these bodies. Alright, let's see
Okay.
why you guys overnight the rats ate them. I don't know, unless you want them.
Okay, okay, now the body's gone. So
Yeah.
this is another sconce?
Yes. That's another
Beacon, see if that one moves.
Okay, he'll just pull it. He won't think they'll look for traps. He'll just pull it.
Beacon, no!
You gonna open it up?
Yeah.
Alright. That's what the hell I'm talking about. Hello, adventurers! Okay. You twist it, and the wall over here to the left opens up. Beacon. You can
no.
see
Oh, okay.
kind of what you see. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Oh. Not expecting it to open up that direction. Oh, it's another one of these rooms. Yucky looking rooms. Nice. Okay, bodies. Okay. Are there rats? Do I see rats?
There are a couple rats, but nowhere near as much as in the other room.
Oh, this looks like a very fun room. Oh, this is where they kept their guests. Ah, yes. Oh, the fun room. Yep. What the hell is that? What did the...
I'll stay here
What
in
is
case
this?
those inside you.
Alright.
Nice.
Hold on, let me see what Zuck can see. Give me 1
Torture
second.
engine.
Okay.
Oops.
Wait. Give me 1 second.
No.
Okay, you have dark vision. So you see what's in the bottom?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I was headed to.
Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of the torch on Monk. And I will put the produce flame on Beacon. What does that do? Produce flame?
Oh, 1 second. Let me throw it up.
Is that like a torch?
Pretty much.
10. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright. Carry on, you guys, whatever you want to do. Zoc, and actually I'll just give a quick description. And you have dark vision in the hall. Okay, so alright, this room over here, instead of like the brick or the tiled floors, this is more like natural earth, you know, stuff like that. The walls are the same, where there's skulls and mud all packed tightly together. And alright, so hardest, so from what you can see where you are, it looks like a couple of skeletons that are chained to the wall. You see a couple of other chains that are unoccupied. And for the people on the inside of the room, Beacon, you're standing right next to what pretty much looks like a torture rack, you know, of some sort. You can see a couple more bodies on the wall. Same with Zoc, you can see that. Let me get a quick... okay, actually, no, that's it. And then on the south side of the room, I will whisper you, because you're the only one who can see that. Hold on, please.
Alright. Resist making an end-world joke. I can do it. Resist.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, it's like it has its own light, but it's not producing light, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And this room just, you know, smells pretty nasty.
About as death smelly as you expect.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Beacon, what is that down there? I can see it now.
Yay! Did I move enough? There's some kind of swirling mass. Don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but there's some kind of magic-looking thing in the torture room, so that's always fun.
Hortus, we found something in the torture room. Hortus?
I'm gone.
Artist,
Sorry, I lost my voice there for a second. Alright, I'm coming in.
This group holds hands, Hortus. You're not allowed to not say words when we yell at you.
Are there anything like... Are these skeletons just all different, like, shapes and sizes? Like, they're not like small, tiny, like, children shape, are they? They're just like normal.
Let me get...
are they old?
Let me get... Well, okay. Let me get a medicine check from Zoc. Let me get an investigation check from Beacon. Nice. Nice. Okay. The frames all seem to be young adult or younger. You know, like, so there's no real signs of wear and tear on the joints yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the lower backs all look like pretty good. You know, stuff like that. As far as like how long these skeletons have been here, you want to say maybe 2 months. There are still little tiny pieces of like dried or rotting meat, or you know, maybe like a little tiny bit of cartilage that, you know, hasn't been, you know, either that hasn't deteriorated yet or hasn't been eaten by, you know, bugs or rats or whatever.
Okay, so fairly fresh.
What I will also tell you is on the torture rack, there is blood on it that seems to be less than 48 hours old.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this swirling thing that I can now see?
It looks like a swirling mass of pinkish energy on the southern wall, or you know, the far wall. and there's a framework, an elaborate framework around it that has, like stonework skulls and things like that. It's like it has its own light, but it's not producing light. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so which one of us are gonna go up and touch it?
Should we like throw a bone at it first or something?
I can throw a dart so we don't defile these corpses. Yeah, I'll whip out a dart and chuck it through chuck it
As
out.
you quickly duck for cover and be looking around the corner, but behind cover.
All right. You quickly throw a dart, and it just goes right through. Disappears.
Well, seems to be some sort of portal. Who first?
I mean, that would be me, but
Is it possible to hold hands through a portal?
As long as it doesn't close, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. So listen, I'm gonna like stick my head through and see what happens. Maybe my hand first.
Can we like hold your cloak as you do that, just in case you get like sucked?
I care less about my foot or my hand. I'm gonna poke my pinky finger into it, Eric.
All right. You poke your pinky finger into it. You feel no pain or anything, and your pinky finger goes beyond the swirling mass of energy.
And push it to like the elbow of that hand. Still
Okay.
nothing.
Still nothing. You get flashbacks of being on the farm.
Yeah, I'll stick my head through and see what I see.
Yeah, it's just darkness.
Even
And
through,
beacons stick their
Yeah.
light through.
Yeah, it's more like what's your passive arcana?
no, it's non-existent.
Yeah, it's just darkness. You feel nothing. Like nothing. No tactile sensations. It's just void.
Okay. Can I, and it might be a waste, but can I pop a divine sense? And see if I sense something with that? Because it's not just
nothing.
my normal. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, Beacon send his hand with the fire through the portal while his head's through there, just to see if that lights anything
You
up.
stick your hand through with the fire. Your hand and the fire disappear beyond the mass, and Hardis can hear nothing or see nothing.
Oh, this is just ridiculous. I don't have that much longer to live. Go through.
I mean, it's just.
Beacon will be like, all right. And then just walk through.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Walk through.
All right.
Yeah, Beacon and that will
Go.
obey the old man.
Okay. Hardis and Beacon go through the portal. What are you doing, Zuck?
I'm following.
You follow?
Close
Okay.
the door behind us.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Perfect.
Hold
My
on.
diabolical plan has worked. All hail Jelena.
One day we'll all play clerics of Jelena just for funsies.
That would be kind of awesome. All right, yeah.
I'm getting
You step through on the other
down.
side,
Oh.
and the air over here, you notice it changes instantly. It's stagnant and stale, and it smells really, really bad. Just old, just nastiness. Not like a sewer, not like a septic tank or anything like that, but just like mildew and earthy and like musty and just very unpleasant subterranean dungeons smell.
Or stealthily walking forward and looking to see what I see.
All right, let's get a stealth check from you, please.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of crouch, and now that we're in an unknown area, just take a little bit more cautiously. Or
All right. Yeah, it's everybody can hear, each footstep, the moisture just slowly sinking into the earth, and the creaking of the leather armor, and yeah, he thinks he's being sneaky as fuck though.
That was my next question. Do I count for knowing that I'm not?
No, you're doing good. This is the best we've ever done. What's everybody else doing?
Trying to be quiet as well.
Okay, let me get a stealth check from you, please, both of you. And then go ahead and move your 15 feet or whatever. Okay.
Guys, we're being so stealthy right now. We're all so quiet.
Excuse me, it's 20 feet. You guys are blocking me. I'm so much faster than you.
Alright. Yeah, so just move over one more. Just so... Okay. From what you can see here, the corridor kind of turns sharply to the left. And it appears like these are cells on the left and right sides of you. Hold on, let me see real quick what you guys can see. Okay, yeah. Most of you actually, okay, Zaka's the only one who can't really see. But Beacon and Hardest, you kind of see what you see. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I'm gonna keep very quietly stealthying my way through the hallway.
Alright, go ahead and move another 15 feet or whatever. Yeah.
Beacon's trying to be sneaky, but he's also curious, so he's starting to whisper.
The cells look like skeletons, correct? Not
correct.
Like fresh body.
Let's get a quick perception check from you. That you're looking specifically.
Acted by the pit. I can't see his bodies.
This one right here, as you passed it, Hardest, you notice that the skull, it was kind of like just hanging down. And as you walked by, the skull actually looked like it followed you, like it looked at you. And when you kind of like looked at it, the head just kind of fell off to the ground and rolled down.
I will immediately use another divine sense.
Nothing.
Okay, that's fine. Just make sure. I will keep super quietly move forward.
Okay. All right, everybody move up again. And all these cells, they're closed. And there are skeletons within them chained up to the walls. Stock, go ahead and move, and then I can kind of describe everything to everybody. Okay, cool. Alright, you see another one of those torture racks. This one looks like it's been used fairly recently. There is still wet blood all over the ground and the earth. And there's a huge pit with those big, massive, it looks like tusks kind of forming up over it.
Hey Zach, are we just gonna jump into that one real quick too?
I mean, it doesn't look as safe. There's blood there.
It's like alright, I will take a couple steps forward and do that thing where I'm like looking down but not actually leaning all the way over.
Okay.
See what I see?
You got 60 feet, right?
Dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, it just goes down to darkness. But what you can see is this hole. It's definitely something that's been dug out. You know, the walls are relatively smooth. Let's get a perception check from you, please. Let's get another one. Oh, nice. That's a 20. You can see there's definitely mixed in with like some blood and stuff on the wall. There seems to be some kind of other thick liquid. Maybe like a pudding or an oil or, you know, something like that. Just kind of like randomly, or like saliva, you know, something nasty like that, viscous material. Kind of around like the edges.
Is it coating just the edge of the hole or all the way like down that I can see the walls going down?
As far down as you can see. With that natural 20, yeah, you can see it goes down.
And these tusks thing, do they look like they were like like a hole was dug out and they were put in there? Or does it look like, like it's somehow connected, like not a creature, but you know what I mean?
They
like,
seem more decorative.
Okay. I will tell everybody what Eric just told me about the like saliva-looking oily liquid. Maybe drop a torch down there.
Poke ourselves out if it's oil.
Is there anything on this table in front of it besides blood?
Let's get a quick perception check from you. Or investigation, either one. It just seems like blood, maybe some pieces of meat.
Guys, I've used a lot of torches. Does somebody else have one to drop?
I don't normally need torches.
I'll light another torch and drop it.
Okay. So go ahead and put yourself near the edge or wherever you're gonna be.
It's like a trap.
It's definitely going to be a trap. Is this close enough to the edge, or do I actually have to be like here?
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. All right. Yeah, you drop it in, and it goes down for about 80 feet, and then it just disappears. No sound, no nothing.
So 80 feet straight down?
Mm-hmm. Then it just disappears. It didn't fade away or anything like that. It just abruptly stopped and disappeared into blackness.
I have a really bad feeling about this guy. I really, really do.
I mean,
I agree.
is there any chance that we go down into this hole?
Yes, 100%. Beacon, can you toss your fire?
Sure. I will. Which one? Firebolt, I guess. Just toss a firebolt into the pit.
Same deal. You shoot it straight down, and after 80 feet, it disappears.
Guys, so thinking might be like magical darkness instead of just a really dark creature. I have 50 feet of rope.
But wouldn't we hear something through magical darkness?
Hortus, you cast more magic than I do, so your guess is as good as mine.
This isn't just like a dump pit for all the sacrificing or torturing such things.
I mean, where else is there to go? We have 2 locked doors that we don't know how to open.
Are there sconces in this? Have we passed any more sconces?
You have not noticed any sconces.
No.
Just pour all the copper down there.
There.
I mean, I got 50 feet of rope too if we're going down.
Because the light disappeared about past 80, so we'll need at least 2 ropes tied together to make it lower than where our lights disappeared.
I would suggest that we tie somebody off, not just throw a rope down and climb down freehand.
Yeah. Maybe throw.
You, me, it's fine, but
I mean, maybe we should do one more test of where we tie something to the end of 2 ropes, put it down, and then pull it up and see if it's still in one piece. Anything?
If I was younger, I would be able to just yeet myself into this hole and not worry about the damage I would take at the end.
I think you should always worry about the damage you take at the end. That's the important bit.
What's everybody's passive perception?
13. Unless it's dark, that would be 8.
12.
What did he say? it was?
10 always.
What was it? 13? What else?
12.
12? Begin?
I mean,
10.
Okay. I mean, what? Go ahead.
it's just, there had to be some kind of like bucket or box or something in that one room. We could just tie our ropes with that and just send it down and see if we pull anything up with it.
Sure. Yeah, anything to scoop, see if we can get any of this mysterious
See if it
liquid
just
in.
instantly becomes destroyed after going down 100 feet, you know?
Yeah, or if we can collect some of the goo and see what it is.
It'd also be a good way for us to see if we're able to even go backwards through the portal.
Yep. Oh, that's a good thing. That's
There's nothing in here that's like a bucket or anything like that, correct, Eric? We'd have to go all the way back to...
Are there any buckets in any of the cells?
Yeah, there's nothing to collect anything in here. I mean, you got the bones. Yeah, there's no buckets, no tools.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. Closest I would have is like my water skin.
I mean, there's some. What are you trying to do? Collect the slime or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
there's-
was
Go ahead.
I was just saying, in my mind, it was more, even if it was just a crate, to see if we send something down 100 feet into this hole, if it comes back up coated
Right.
Yeah.
or destroyed or
Gotcha.
whatever.
Gotcha.
I
I
mean, I
mean,
guess
you
we
could
could
tie
do the
off a
same
bone
thing.
or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do
Yeah.
just see what's 100 feet down before we start crawling down there. Alright, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I will, I don't know. You said you have a spare dagger now, right? Because we gave you the magic one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I just tie
Put
the
a
open.
dagger. Yeah, put a dagger on two ends of two ropes, or on the end of two ropes, and see what happens.
Lower it down. What are you doing? Are you just like kind of tossing it into the middle? Or are you lowering it down the side? Like, how do you want to get it in there?
Lower down the side since we know it's coated, and see if it does anything.
Okay,
Adds any effect.
sounds cool. Who's holding it? The rope? Two people? Anybody? Nobody?
2 people, I'd say. I feel like Beacon would help whoever's lowering it.
Okay.
The paranoia that we're all gonna get.
Yanked.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so you're just gonna like lower it in there slowly, or you just kind of like tossing it in?
I mean, not like super slow, but we're not just. I wasn't planning on just tossing the dagger straight
Alright,
down.
so just hand over hand it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause-
Sounds cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, you toss it in there, and it hits against the side of the wall, and it slops against this liquidish material. It slides down. It's like a little tiny sticky, but not enough to where it would hold anything in place. It still slides, and you slide it down into the darkness, and you still have about another 20 feet of rope left.
What happens at that point?
It disappears into the darkness.
What does it feel like on the rope, though? Like if you were lowering something on a rope and it finally hit ground, it would just become slack, right?
Yeah. There's definitely still some weight at the end of it. I mean, it's only a dagger. I don't know what that weighs. So at the end of a 100-foot, 80-foot rope or whatever, there's still, it's not completely slack. You can still feel the weight of something at the end of it.
So I still get the sense that it's hanging further.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go down first?
I mean,
Now we're pulling it up first.
Oh.
To check.
You gotta pull it up to be able to do anything with the rope.
Listen, I am getting impatient.
What's the dagger look like, Eric, when we pull it up?
Yeah. As we
You
pull
pull
it
it
back
up, and it's just the entire rope that went down, and the dagger is just kind of, it's like it got like a weird mucus and nastiness on it.
Can I
Can
touch
we
it?
identify the new mucus at all?
I'm sorry.
Does the mucus seem like anything we've come across before?
Let me get. Let me get Arcana or Medicine with disadvantage. Your choice. Whoever wants to try and identify that, go ahead.
Both with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nope.
Like a tour. Thought wants nothing to do with it.
No?
No, we have somebody who can toss flame with their hands. We don't need my torches.
Alright, listen.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's just it could be like old mucus, or it's just really hard to explain. It's sticky and somewhat stretchy a little bit, but not completely sticky. You could pull it off, almost like a slime, that you would buy for kids or whatever. But maybe not that. I don't know. A little more runny.
Alright, I'm gonna start tying the rope around my waist.
Okay.
And loop the other end around one of the tusks. The tusks feel solid.
They feel very solid, and yeah, you notice, as you're tying the other end around, there's some mucus and stuff around these also.
Has anybody seen the movie Tremors?
Listen, Zuck, you were very insistent that we go down, so...
Where else do we go?
In here.
I will start crawling into the saliva-filled worm tunnel thing that I'm going to.
Yes. If you get hurt, scream, and I'll try to pull you up. No promises.
So wait, is anybody else holding the rope, or like how are you doing this? What are you doing?
I feel like even if he tied it off, Beacon's gonna watch it.
I tied it around the tusk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure to hold the rope just in case, like he starts pulling or something. We have to, All right, so you have one end of the 100-foot rope tied to Hardest, the other end of the 100-foot rope tied to one of these tusks. Yes.
Let's just put it here, whatever. So we're on the same page. Okay.
I don't think you're super worried about it, but I'm gonna take off all my stuff that I don't really need that weighs a bunch extra. So, like,
I'm not worried. I
am
buff.
So all right, so Hardest, all right, so you have all the rope, let's just say it's all up top. Now, where are you grabbing the rope? How are you dropping in, or where are you grabbing the rope and who's holding on to it? And just paint me a picture of how you guys are doing this.
I'm gonna have my rapier sheath, and I guess have all the rope bunched up into my backpack that I just emptied. That way it's all on me and I can kind of lower myself down, hopefully. Does that make sense?
Do you need something
Sure.
to help have traction on the walls because it's so slippery?
I don't...
Do you want a dart?
You could give me that.
Do you want a dart?
Not sure how that's gonna help me.
I've used a dart before. Didn't you see when I used the dart to do the thing? Just whatever. You know what? Just eat yourself. I'll catch you.
No, I'm lowering myself because I'm controlling the front end of the rope that's around the tusk. But
don't be a wimp. Just go.
I said it 3 times now.
Okay. All right. Let me get an athletics check at disadvantage.
This is what bullying looks like in D&D. Right?
Beacon and I are holding the other end.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you want, Eric? I'm sorry.
Athletics with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Poor Snake Boy crying as he gets lowered.
I don't want to go. Just get your ass down there.
The one who's lived longer being the one telling the younger ones to do this is
okay.
It feels true.
Let me get a dexterity saving throw. We're gonna go with DC 13. Okay, all right. Pretty much, all right. Yeah, you bunch it up and coil it up all nice in your backpack, and you hold on to it. It's real nice, and Zoc and Beacon are both holding on to it, and it's anchored. The rope does not seem to be going anywhere. And the thing is, as soon as you go to step on the edge and lean back, your foot falls out, and you wind up catching yourself on the rope. But it's really slippery, and you prevent yourself from falling just straight down. But it's like the rope is real slippery, the edge is slippery. What else would you like to try?
Wait, so are you saying I can't just keep going?
I mean, the
really
thing is,
bad idea to...
pretty much as soon as you wind up hitting, let's say 10 feet or so down the rope, you're just going to slip all the way through and just burn your hands.
Okay, wait.
So y'all need to lower me down then.
Oh, how much do you weigh, Hortus?
Well, the problem is now that the rope is slippery as well.
Hey.
It's whatever. How much do you weigh, Hortus?
I weigh 165 pounds.
How much do you have on you?
Not that much, because all I've carried is the essentials, so probably like 200 total. Eric, if you want me to actually add it all up, I will.
That's close enough. That's fine. Whatever. You can ballpark it.
I mean, we can use 2 tusks, so it takes the pressure off you guys, lower me down. It's
We
tied
can-
on one, we can wrap it around the other, so the tusk is taking most of the weight, and you just have to lower me down.
Yeah, like a pulley.
Beacon. How
Yes.
much? Like, do you even lift, bro?
I look at
What's your strength?
That's a very funny question you're asking. It's 9. Right?
Okay.
Is that how you calculate? Yeah, it's 9. Right? No, maybe. I don't know. It's
Yeah, no, we should be good.
I mean, if you wrap it around...
No, we're good.
Listen,
I'm
it's me
just trying
going
to wrap
around.
around a second tusk.
We will loop it around the second tusk,
Like a
so it's like
beacon.
it's like a pulley system.
Yeah.
So it's
Beacon and I
Beacon
have plenty. We're strong enough. I
That's
can
cool.
almost lower you
Incorrect,
down by
sir.
myself. It's
I
okay.
I did it anyways. I
Might
did
be
it.
right. That might be right.
All right,
I'm
so
barely assisting.
you're gonna wrap around to the right or to the left?
To the...
I mean, to
So,
the up or to the right? To the
Hold
up.
on, I'm trying to... Yeah, so the one above it.
Okay, so okay. All right. It's now 8:01. So let's take our break now. All right. Yeah, let's get back here 8:20 because this is gonna be interesting. And to everybody out there, we'll be back in about 8 seconds. See you in a second. Bye. Or not bye, but yeah. Yeah. All right.
I'm born ready.
Doing
Cool,
the speed run
cool.
right now.
All right, welcome back. You are all about to lower Hortus into the pit, right?
Rest in peace.
Awesome, when you put it that way.
Okay. Okay, so what's the plan? What are we doing?
Lowering Hortus.
Sacrificing our friend to an eldritch god.
All right, and Zoc and Beacon are both like kind of lowering you down.
Yes,
Hi.
using our makeshift pulley system.
All right. Okay. So. All right. So pretty much, let's say as soon as Hortus is lowered like 5 feet into the pit, your feet slip out from underneath you, and you kind of like bang up against the wall. There's nothing for you to like really gain purchase with your feet. The rope is kind of slippery. So of the two of you, who wants to roll athletics, and who's offering help, or can the other person offer help?
I am offering help.
Are you proficient? Who's proficient with
No.
athletics between the two of you?
Nobody.
minus.
Nobody.
So neither of you. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
I can. If I need to, pop out my arms to give a little bit. We'll save that. But right now, I'll just use my regular athletics.
Okay.
With no help, I guess.
Does the pulley system help?
Well, the pulley's gonna, knock out like the disadvantage. So both of you can roll regular athletics checks.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay.
That's
Okay.
expected.
Yeah, Beacon, you think you're helping? You're there. You're holding on, and it doesn't feel too tight from from where you are. Zach is pretty much holding up most of it, and it's difficult for you. You're like kind of wrapping it around your wrist and like around like under your arm and stuff like that, and it's not too smart what you're doing, but it's really the only thing you can do in order to just prevent this rope from just sliding through your hands. Start lowering. Let's say you get down about let's say 30 feet. Let's get another check from both of you, please. And okay, so wait, so 30 plus. Okay, so hardest, you notice that the darkness it stops. Like your dark vision, it's stopping. So you're assuming it's magical darkness.
Okay.
At least you're consistent, Beacon.
Let's get. he's very consistent. Let's get a strength saving throw from Zach. Okay.
Oh no!
All right. The rope burns down for a solid 10 feet. Roll a d6. You're gonna take a d6 of like fire damage on your hands.
You're gonna make me damage myself, you monster. Oh, good.
Okay, only 1 point. Yeah. So just a little bit of, yeah. So you get some burning on the inside of your palms. Okay, so that's 60 feet. Let's go again. Athletics from both of you. It's like when that rope slipped, Beacon like kind of got scared for a second and let go, and then quickly grabbed back on.
And I held on even tighter.
And you caught it. So you are now down 90 feet as far as the rope is concerned, and hardest, you are into this darkness. You don't know how far, but it is just pitch black, and there's no sound down here or anything. It's unnatural, like how quiet it is. You can't even hear your own heartbeat, your breathing, nothing.
And I'm not touching anything. I'm still just hanging, right?
No, you're against the wall. You can feel it.
Well, no. I mean, but I haven't hit a bottom yet.
Correct. Yeah, and you are pretty much just like coated in this slime, because you've like spun around against the wall and all this other stuff. Just trying to like, I don't know. It's not a very ideal place to be climbing.
We're sacrificing our friend to like a worm that's mouth was just attached to his robe.
It's like a BDSM worm, and the mouth is being kept open.
That's true.
Yeah, it just has a gag in its mouth.
I'll yell up. Can you guys hear me?
No response. Yeah, so you guys got like almost no rope left, because it's tied around the tusk and
Rope left, yeah.
Did we set up any like if he like tugs twice, we pull him back up?
there was no.
Well, that's why we're holding it
yeah.
to feel a tug. Like,
Oh, you can feel the weight. Yeah. There's definitely.
well, no, before we sent him down, I said we should hold it because if he tugs, then we don't pull up.
Okay.
Ah,
Fair enough.
But we never said a like one tug, two tug system.
okay.
Like,
Right.
it was more like if
We're just assuming if
Hortus
something
is in
happens.
trouble, yeah, he would tug and we would pull up. So for right now, we're just kind of letting him hang.
I will tug on the rope.
All right, yeah, you kind of just like wiggle it, and the people up top, you can feel like the rope jerking.
Okay, Beacon, pull!
All right,
yeah.
let's get the athletic
yes.
checks again.
Oh, I'll be so helpful with this. Yep.
You're
So-
doing great!
So Zach, you're like you're digging your heels in and you're kind of walking back, and Beacon's just neatly coiling up the rope on the floor. You know, as you're pulling it up. All right. So yeah, you pull them up 30 feet or so, and hardest you come out of the darkness, and you can hear again. Like as soon as your head breaches the darkness, everything's back to where it was.
How far did you lower me?
As much as we could. Do we need more?
Doesn't stop. And I can't see or hear anything down there.
Do you want to go further? We can undo the pulley system.
The wall stays rock. Does it go squishy at some point?
How much extra rope does the pulley system would it give us?
Like another 6 feet, not even. I mean, not much, you know.
I mean, it would just be us getting lucky if it was only 5 feet to the bottom. Otherwise, I might as well just go down with no rope.
I may not be a halfling, but I sure get lucky.
Beacon, you don't have rope?
Do I have very adventure-y?
Okay,
Let me see.
okay.
No, I do not.
Okay.
Was there rope in the room, the storage room ransacked?
No.
No rope.
rope.
Okay.
It's a mystery pit. Let's just try and leave.
Hortus, what say you?
I mean, I'm not scared to do something, but it just seems like we're just risking my life for nothing. Do we think that there's a live child more than 90 feet down into this hole of darkness?
Not necessarily.
I don't imagine they would have lowered anyone down into this pit. So if it's that far, nothing alive is at the bottom.
Besides the blood trail that leads there, are there any like footprints that also like go that way but don't come back?
Let me get perception with disadvantage because you're kind of holding onto this rope as you're looking around.
I mean, I'll let him go if I have to.
You can.
No.
Okay. You can definitely seal. You can see some footprints. You know, there's a couple of sets of humanoid medium footprints. You can see some drag marks. You know, leading from the bench away from the bench. I'm sorry, like from the portal to the bench, right? Mm-hmm. And like some drag marks also like through the blood, and you could see some other marks in the ground. I don't know how to describe these, but more like shallow trenches, maybe, as opposed to they're not footprints; they're like trenches, like something thick and tubular, dragged, big in the dirt. If that makes sense.
Huh. I don't know what to do with that information. You know what, Beacon? Just tell me, get him up.
Yeah.
1,
right.
2, 3. He.
All right, athletics from both of you.
Probably with the pinkies up.
Beacon, it's up to you.
Oh
Yes!
shit! Yeah, yeah. It's like you see Zach like kind of slip for a little bit, and you just do something, and you just kind of anchor it at the perfect time, and you keep it from hardest from slipping down. One more check to go.
Sorry, I was distracted by tubular marks in the dirt.
The guy
Oh no, Beacon!
Oh, not again. I can't do this twice.
Yes, you
This is
can.
never gonna...
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like Zach's hands are kind of just a little tiny bit hurt, from that little tiny
so
burn or
strong.
whatever. But he's still able to hold on enough to where you're able to pick up that slack, and you guys can pull Hardest back up over the ledge. You know, and yeah, the rope is now completely just like coated in nastiness, and so is Hardest.
Hortus, you look great. So anyway, why I was holding on to you and totally paying attention to your every need and desire, I noticed these tubular marks on the ground. Do you guys have any idea what they could be?
Tubular
Yeah,
marks?
tube
I
marks.
can't say the word.
I don't know if that's the right word. I mean, imagine like a large barrel, and somebody dragged out on the ground, so it creating like those shallow trenches. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Like body
There we
drag
go.
marks kind of thing. Okay.
Wider.
Why?
Yeah, there are like some very slight like foot dragging, like you can see pairs of feet dragging, but that's on the other side of the bench. You know, the tattoo rack, not tattoo, torture rack. Sorry. Yeah, there's drag marks on the other side.
Yeah.
But only on the north side. You can see like the larger, those tubular drag marks.
Tubular. Okay. So they're throwing more than people?
Or something's coming out of this hole and going back.
Oh, maybe it's some kind of conversion pit? Like they throw people in and those weird zombie cultists crawl out? Mm.
Do you want to try throwing a skeleton down there and see what happens?
The problem is we were to the rope, or else I would have kept going. And you have no senses down there, so even if we drop something from where I was at all the way down, we would still not hear or see anything actually happen.
Wish we had a way to dispel that, but I don't think any of us do.
Since I do have a little bit, I have the Mage Slayer feat. Do I know anything about magical darkness?
Let's get an Arcana check from you.
No, I do not.
I mean, you know that magical darkness exists. You just don't know how it works or how it's summoned or how it's dispelled. But
I just know how to punch people when they cast spells. Okay.
Yeah. You know how to disrupt it. It's like, oh, don't let that happen. Boop.
I mean, if we go get more rope and want to come back, I'll go back down.
I wish we found a way to open up those other two doors. I really thought this would lead somewhere.
I mean, it might. We just weren't necessarily prepared to go in a place like this.
Yeah.
We also took some kind of a magic portal to get here, so we really don't know where we're at right now.
It's true. Are we in like
we probably know we're who knows
we're in
where.
a pocket? Sounds good.
Well, I didn't feel the gods shift us to another map, so I guess why we're collect the ropes, I guess.
I mean, do you have a better idea for in here, Zach, that doesn't include one of us just jumping into absolute nothingness?
Like, if I was younger, I would jump, but I'm a little bit rusty, so you're just gonna have to give me a little bit. Maybe we can go, like, fight more owlbears or something. So yeah, collect the rope. I didn't see anything on this table. Maybe one of you guys can give it a once over, and I guess on the way out, just look for anything.
Now,
I don't know. Run out of ideas.
What were you saying, Jeremiah?
well, I mean, it would be once we get out of this place, though, so that's why I stopped.
Alright, so does anybody want to do anything else before going back out that portal?
Just investigate this table again, maybe? Let's point it up.
Alright, let me get perception or investigation, your choice.
Perception or investigation.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can see like around like there's manacles and stuff, and there's like little bits of flesh. So it seems like whatever was strapped down to this was ripped off by something else. Like literally, like just ripped off the table. Probably not in one piece. It was probably dismembered. You know.
So something comes out of the pit, snacks, and then crawls back down.
Yeah, you're kind of gathering that, and yeah. Other than that, there's only like maybe 2 other sets of footprints, and besides the drag marks, and then there's the larger tubular, whatever drag marks. Looks like with a 21, it might be some kind of maybe a big worm or something along those lines.
Maybe if we can get some more rope and also look through our reading materials a little bit more carefully, see if we can find something.
I mean, if it's a pit of something that lives there, I feel like we're glad you didn't go any further down. You might have found something eventually in the worst sense.
Well, anything
Unless
else
you want to be eaten by a worm. It's your choice.
Just these are all cells with all dead things. I don't know.
On the way out, can I be looking a little bit more carefully into the cells to see if there's anything other than just a skeleton hanging?
Just you don't notice anything else other than
okay.
Yeah, just the skeletons hanging in there. All the cells are locked.
I guess just go back.
Alrighty.
I hope I was 5 feet from the bottom.
It was just something about to lick your toes. Just
never know.
did a little bit more.
Come on, one more. Okay. Alright. Alright, you're back in this room?
I think we keep going, right? Do we need to waste some more time in the rooms that we've already pretty much looked over?
We discover every sconce.
Should we... Let's shut this secret door, though, so if anybody comes here, they don't know that we found it.
Agreed.
That's a good idea.
Same with the other... Well, they'll know the other secret doors. We killed all the rats, but...
Yeah, was there sconce behind the illusionary eye wall?
Hold on one second. Why?
There's a sconce here, isn't there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's make sure there's no sconces or, like, hidden things behind skulls right around the other 2 doors.
Yeah, I'm just... Okay, so we pulled...
There's a sconce
that one.
over here. Oops.
We pulled that one. So we haven't pulled this one yet.
Alright, there's one. Yeah, there's that one.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track. I'll delete it in a second.
I mean, just pull it.
Yeah. Touch the button.
I try and screw around with this sconce.
Alright, this one, you push it in and you twist it to the right. And everybody can kind of hear some grating coming from over here.
Over.
Where? I'm zoomed in. I think that's why.
Not enhance.
Okay, wait. Nobody move. Hold on. Like
Not
that.
moving. I just zoomed out so I could see all my dark vision.
Okay. Okay. Alright, this wall over here drops.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And another sconce. Oh, so that's the one that moves. Okay, okay.
Maybe there's 200 feet of rope over here.
Let go of the worm pit. You don't need to die by a worm.
All right, new door, new day. Hello, Beacon.
Sorry.
Alright, and at the end of that hallway, you can see two heavy metal doors that are just horrifically decorated, but the craftsmanship is like amazing. You know, but it seems like a scene out of the Hells. It looks like a bunch of like people falling over the cliff into these like just fiery hells and stuff like that. Those are these two doors right here.
It's going to be hard to sneak through metal doors, so we might as well just make ourselves known.
I mean, can we even open them? All the other ones wanted open. Try to open it.
I mean, I would give these cultists like mad props if they have double secret doors.
Try to open it.
I will help in any way I can.
Any pattern or anything we can press? I'll speak and we'll start groping the doors again like he has all the others.
Let me get a perception or investigation check from you. I'm assuming you're doing a produce light or produce flame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
No. No, it doesn't, you know. You can see the seam down the middle, but that's about it. And the seam, it seems just like it seems. It's so well done. Like, I mean, it's barely noticeable.
Does it open?
Yeah, are there any, like, scratch marks either going side to side or, like, back and forth?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry.
Slide in, or...
Beacon, you would notice in Infernal, you see a name up there that it's really hard to pronounce, but it's a name of a creature from hell, like one of the... something from hell. Some kind of devil.
Does the door open?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How are you trying to open
if
it?
Beacon tries to say the name, does anything happen?
Oh,
Bless you.
No. No.
Yeah, I was looking to see if, like, there was, like, if there was scratch marks on the floor to see if the door, like, slid open or, like, swung open, you know?
Okay. Let me get perception from you, please. Or investigation, either one. No scratch marks to indicate that it slides in or out. Like, I mean, like forward or backwards, you know? You can't, you don't see anything if it goes left or right or up or down or whatever.
You want to try to give it a shove, Hortus?
I've this whole time been pulling and pushing.
Oh, pulling and pushing? Nothing happened, sorry.
He's been headbanging against it.
Push it forward, doesn't happen, pulls it back, nothing happens.
My hands are a little bloody from rope burn. If I smear blood on the door, does anything happen?
Smear a little bit of blood, and nothing happens. I mean, it's like a point of damage. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, sometimes
like...
all it takes is a little blood.
No indents on the door or anything to pop into anywhere?
You don't notice anything?
And nothing with the skulls?
On the walls and stuff? No.
Yeah, okay.
I knock.
It's solid, just think, you know, like, doesn't even echo that like that much, more like solid.
Doc, I think we just might not be equipped enough to go further currently.
All these doors that don't let us in.
I wish we would have kept one of them alive so we could interrogate them. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we go find a cultist nearby. Keep him alive. Bring him back here.
I mean,
They're
we can go
capable
up.
of telling us secrets if most of them are like, monsters.
Well, they were monsters after we murdered them.
We murdered the ones up there already.
Yes, well, those ones might be monsters. Yeah, we had to be prepared.
We can go up there and see if there's any sign of any more of them, or where they might have come from.
Right.
We've just been
Leave.
doing nothing down here for a while, so.
Need more responses. Just
Wait, Beacon, you're my light.
Remind
Don't
me.
run.
Very fair.
Yeah, do a sconce check before we go.
Yeah, Vegan's just still looking at every door on his way out, just trying to see if there's something.
Yeah, this
Just,
door that you're passing on the
old
left,
chair.
it has like that Dark Knight on the throne. The one on the right is just real heavy, thick wooden doors.
Okay, so there's a guy on a throne, just the pits of hell. Okay,
Where'd Hortus go? Oh, Hortus ran upstairs. Okay.
that one.
I'm gone. I'm going to see what's going on up top.
Alright.
It's like I'm accidentally drawing everywhere as I try and keep track of everything. I will scourge every last inch. Every inch I can.
I'm just gonna stick my hand through this eye and see if there's
Yeah,
sconce or
yeah,
something
go up
behind
the
it.
wall, go up the wall.
Yeah,
Go up
just
the
rub
wall.
the wall for
Just a
sconce.
solid fall. I mean, a solid wall. Sorry.
No sconce. Okay.
My bad.
Nothing.
I flip off the eye before we go upstairs.
Alright. It looks at you. Alright. You're back upstairs. Okay. Alright, so let me get everybody up. Alright. Okay, we are outside. It is daytime. Yes.
Body's still there.
No, that's good. Everything up here is just completely covered in snow. You know, the snow went down to the stairs, probably a good 10-15 feet in. But, yeah, you're out here.
I think the dog's alive.
Dog probably went home.
Probably.
Are there any signs of like recent activity around the area?
Let's get a
Any
quick
footsteps
perception
missing?
check from both of you.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
Keep
just
working.
looks like fresh snow. But it's deep. It's probably a good 4 inches now, 5 inches.
Well, we
And
can
it
go
is-
back to town.
And it's still snowing.
And I look for any tracks or obvious signs of. I know it's been snowing, it's not really like footprints, but obvious signs of, like with the wolves, going in a different direction than we came from.
Alright, let's get a perception check from you, please. Nothing. Just snow.
Well, guess we go back to the village, give whatever information we have. Maybe the Woodwards would come back with us and maybe be able to provide some sort of assistance. I don't know. We would have to
Yeah,
meditate.
we can at least tell them it's here. Maybe then we'll know how to get in.
Yeah.
Do we try whistling for the dog, or do we just assume it's not here? And
Did we take the silver?
That was a. I mean, we can take a little bit. I don't know how much carrying capacity.
I mean, unless it doesn't add it up correctly, I should be able just to carry it.
yeah, if you can carry it, then just
There was 1,300, right, Eric? Yeah. So
Mhm.
if I type in 13.
Yeah, it's 26 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not over carrying capacity with it.
Okay.
Do you have the 80 gold and the gems too?
I took my share of the gold because you split it up.
Okay.
The
well,
26.
how
I
much
do
do
not
each?
have the gems. I figure somebody else can carry. some of the stuff I don't want to just take everything. So
Well, we put everything in a bag, so,
Yeah.
except for the gold. We split the gold, except for the 2 gold that's left over. So there's 1,300 silver and 2 gold and 6 gems in a sack.
How much gold did I? I don't think I ever wrote that down. How much would I have added?
26.
who found the gems?
26.
I think it was just a.
It was a group effort, right?
It was
Group
collective,
effort,
yeah. So 2 a pop.
Yeah.
You want to
so,
do easy split.
yeah, just
And
split
they don't
that up
weigh
too.
anything. Yeah, just 2 small gems.
Just keep the silver separate in a big sack, and I'll carry that. Just, you know, the one that can carry it.
Mom, James. Right.
Small. I think I already had one, so now I have 3. Okay. 3.
Can I go back to where we had left the dog and call out for the dog?
How far away did you leave the dog? I don't remember.
The tree.
That was a couple hundred feet, right?
It wasn't like super far, but it was far. Like
Yeah.
we didn't want it to get involved.
But that was probably a good, what, 14 hours ago?
I'm not trying to guarantee it should be there. I'm just giving it a
No.
try.
Let's
Just
see.
making sure we don't
You know
leave
what?
it.
Let's get
Or know what happened.
let's get a survival check from you.
Oh, got eaten by wolves.
Oh
Yep.
fuck.
Ah, this poor woman ever can't keep a single thing. Everything she loves.
Roll
gone.
a d6, and that's how many hours you go in the wrong direction.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, you're just traveling, and you're going through the woods, and after 6 hours, you know, you do other checks and stuff in between them, but you know, whatever. 6 hours later.
It's like we know the terrain too. Geography's easy for me.
Yeah, 91. And so yeah, you travel for quite a bit, and it's, you know, you notice the sun is kind of like, you know, high up in the sky between, you know, the clouds, and you find like a little break in the storm. I mean, not the storm, the snow. And you stop and you realize that you've been going in the wrong direction.
Okay.
Are we there yet?
I don't know, Zach. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm closer to town.
Roll me a D3. A D4, D4.
D4.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, I've just been following Hortus back to the village. I mean, I don't know anything's wrong.
I don't really know anything's wrong either. Or I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm just following you.
All right, so let's get another survival check. Whoa.
Can
you,
I give us like assist?
you know,
Oh,
you
no.
travel for
No,
like
no,
another. Do any of you have survival to offer help? Or
No.
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 Okay, yeah, it's just been, you know, being down on the ground overnight or whatever. You know, it's just been like real disorienting, and you travel for like another half an hour, and you just realize that you're lost. You don't know where you are.
Oh man, it sucks. Usually, guys, I always know the general layout of the terrain, but today I don't.
It's the snow.
You've just never been here before. That's it.
Yeah. Confused Gandalf gif.
So I have no way to even know to head it northeast, south, or west, because we know what way we traveled to get here.
Let's get another. Okay, well, Beacon, they look at the trail that you've left behind, and you came from the northwest, so you've been traveling like east, southeast, stuff like that, opposite direction where you need to go, for like 6.5 hours.
Alright, somebody else take the lead. I don't know where I'm at.
Beacon, you seem to have a good... I mean, at least you corrected Horridus. I mean... Do you want to take the lead, or do you want me to do it?
I can try. That's all I can do. I can try. But
I like that can-do attitude.
Oh, is that what that is?
No, not really, but I'm trying to pump you up.
Okay. So yeah, Beacon will attempt to assist in going the right way this time.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna like backtrack, or do you want to try and
maybe try and just direct towards the village, knowing we're in the opposite direction? I guess just try.
All right. Let's get another survival check from you.
Oh,
hey, look at you. You know that the village is going to be west, and you've been traveling southeast. So you remember you came from a road that was going southeast. So you can either try and backtrack, or you think maybe if you just head west, you might run into that road, and then you can follow that back to the village.
Yeah, I'll try and find that road.
All right, so you start heading west. All right, let's get a D6. All right, travel for an hour. You find an area of the forest that's kind of like thinned out a bit, and then it kind of thickens up again, further out west. So what do you want to do? You want to go back into the woods, or do you want to like kind of follow the edge of the forest, or what do you want to
do? I like edge.
If you were to follow the edge, it takes you like southwest.
Okay then, yeah, woods.
Go back in. Just keep going west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go west.
Let's get another survival check. Alright,
it's slowly going down. Let's hope we get there soon.
Alright, let's get a D6 from Zoc.
Yeah, counter time. Darn it.
Alright, got about another mile and a half again. So 3, 6, so 1, 2, 6. So you guys have traveled so far for about like 10 hours. It's now late afternoon. And alright, let's get another survival check.
Yeah, nope, I knew it was gonna coming.
Alright, no worries. And then let's get a D6. Alright. You continue going into an area of these woods where the canopy just starts becoming really, really thick. And you were kind of like using the shadows and the sun a little bit to like kind of help guide you, but you kind of lost that, that point of reference. And you just kind of like, feel like you're wandering around for just a little bit. Let's get another survival check. Holy shit, look at you. And another D6, this time from Jeremiah, please. Okay. Alright. You're starting to travel, you continue, moving on, and you notice some movement in the distance. But, it just went away, and whether you decide to follow it or ignore it or whatever, you lose track of it and stuff like that. But eventually after like another mile and a half, 2 miles or so, you find yourself at the edge of a massive lake. Probably a good mile or so across at least. So you could see like a tree line all the way on the other side. Really hard though, because of the snow and whatnot. And the coastline kind of goes southwest and northeast. And this lake over here, it's somewhat swampy around the edges, but most of it's frozen over. At least, you know, for like the 20, 30 feet off the shoreline. So what would you like to do now?
What time is it at this point?
Now it's probably like 6:30. It's starting to get dark.
How long before we have to rest?
You can start your long rest in another like 3.5 hours.
Well, do you feel confident that we're on the right path, Beacon? We could push another couple hours before we settle down for the night.
I feel like we're maybe going in the right direction.
Yeah, that's the confidence I like.
Mhm.
You gonna push on?
Mortis?
I have no idea where we are, so we can continue if Beacon thinks we're going the right way.
Alright, Beacon, it's up to you.
Oh no. All right. I guess we'll try and push it a little bit longer.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, let's get another survival check. Alright. This one isn't as bad. I mean, you're following the coastline and it's not going directly west. You know, sometimes it goes a little northwest and then it dips southwest or whatever. But you're following this coastline, you know, avoiding, you know, actually stepping onto the water or the ice and things like that. And it starts to clear out a bit. And it's dark, but you can see it starts widening out. And it looks like, you know, there might be a road or something underneath this just blanket of snow. It's dark. It's really hard to tell.
I believed in you, Beacon. Good job.
And then let me get a history check with advantage from Hardis. Okay, even with all this fresh snow and stuff like that, you kind of feel like you might have been close to this area before, when you were originally traveling up the road to Wayland Village. You remember this area kind of because this is almost where those group of hooded people that you came across, kind of when they went off the road, it was kind of like in this area.
So I'll tell you all that too. I think we've traveled pretty close to here before.
That's good. Should make tomorrow's journey that much easier. Here. I'll take first watch. You guys have done enough today.
So you want to make
Like
camp
you're-
over here, like off the side of the road, kind of?
Yeah. Unless anybody else has a better idea.
So I think we shouldn't lose the road.
All right, sounds good. Hold on 1 second. If you guys push forward, you could probably get to the village within an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, is that close?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Then we'll push.
then we'll push, yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Let me get a survival with advantage from anybody.
That's all you
I don't.
You can do it, Beacon.
Watch me get 2 ones. Oh.
All right. It takes 3 hours, but you are back at the edge of Wayland Village, and it's probably, let's see, 7. So it's probably like 10, 11 at night, give or take. It's pretty.
Do we have to make any con saves for overexertion?
It depends on where you're able to sleep and if you're able to. But you don't have to make any checks yet.
Maybe they'll give us our rooms because we never used them the first time that we paid for.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we could just go back to the nice lady's house too.
Where are you guys? Hold on.
I mean, it only costs like 2 silver a room or something like that. We now have 1,300 silver in the sack.
Well,
We came back once again without our kid. Do you want to go back there first, or do you want to rest?
Yeah, I don't really want. I don't want
the kid. Without the dog.
Well, the dog might be there, but either way, it's the middle of the night, and I don't want to ask her for a place to stay again.
And a possible journal of her husband turning to the dark side. Okay, yeah, then maybe we shouldn't go back. All valid points.
There'll be lots of conversations that have to be had tomorrow.
Oh yeah, so fun.
Alright. So where you guys headed?
To the inn that we started at when we first got here.
Okay.
That we rented rooms from that we didn't stay in.
Alright. To the inn.
Before we get
Go
to
ahead.
the actual door, I'll pull a handful of silver pieces out and have them more readily accessible, so I'm not having to pull a giant sack of silver out in front of people.
Sure. Got it. I don't know where Beacon is. Hold on. Where's Beacon?
Where am I?
Where is Beacon?
The map's so big. Can't. I think my point of light is around.
I don't know where I am either because it's so big.
I assume I'm somewhere over here. I'm still enhancing as I go.
Oh, you guys are on the wrong map. Okay.
Ah, that's why.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
And there would actually be light coming from outside. So, let's see. I have a blanket, okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so you'll go to the tavern. There's some torchlight out on the front porch.
Door open.
Door is not open.
Go try the handle.
Alright, yeah, it opens. So let me get rid of that door. Alright, and it's you can see it's pretty empty inside. There is some candle lights and stuff on the tables, and let's see what's it look like in there. For you, it's all nice and bright. Okay. And you hear, this door right over here kind of open up, and you just, like a crack open, and be right with you. Have a seat.
Having a seat.
All right, Beacon and whatever, go inside. Door opens up, and you see a large human, mid-40s, kind of plump, balding, light skin, thick mustache. He's wearing like a tank top and like breeches, and he's like, he has a rag and he's washing up his hands. Sorry about that. We were getting ready to close down here. How can I? You guys were here yesterday. How's it going?
Well, we need a room.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, hold on. I think you guys still have keys. Hold on a second. You guys want anything to drink or anything while you're here? No?
I'll look at that.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, please.
All right.
Why not?
I'm just gonna bring out some ales. You know, I mean, we're kind of shut down. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out. No, he goes into the room, closes the door. You know. A few minutes later, comes out with a pitcher and stuff, and he's like, "These are on the house, but you guys gotta pay for those rooms. You know, check-in was earlier today, and we didn't know what happened. What was the rate they gave you?"
I think I paid 5 silver for the 2 rooms, but I paid already.
All right, but you still got the keys, so it's gonna be another 5 silver.
Very well. I'll give 5 silver.
All right. Just sleep easy, and just remember, check out around noon. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. Serve breakfast real early.
Thank you.
Just after the roosters start making their noise.
Mm.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, you don't want no food, right? Oh,
No, it's alright. It's alright.
all right. Good. I didn't want to have to heat up no cabbage. All right. Good night, guys. And he leaves.
I don't want you to heat up cabbage either, so we're both...
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's super quiet here. It's kind of warm compared to outside, and there's some candle lights that are providing some soft light. And you guys have a mug and pitcher of ale, and do whatever you like.
What's the plan?
We're gonna have...
Her.
After, I think we should talk to...
Kieran?
Yes. Yeah, first.
Mhm.
Given what we found, maybe we hold off on telling her about what happens until we know all the facts.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, especially if no one can read this. I don't want to be the one accusing her of her husband of...
well, I don't want her to find out that we're back from anybody but us, so that'd be weird if we don't go talk to her. But I agree that we should talk to Killeran first, and he seems like a leader here. He can
Maybe.
he can at least give us a better idea, or maybe lead the conversation with her or something. I don't know.
I feel like we obviously missed something, but it's just beyond our group's, scope at the moment. We need help.
Maybe there'll be somebody that can help. Maybe something has happened in the last 2 days.
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe 2 people will come. Who knows? Yeah, I mean...
I
Losing-
think we definitely need to buy some more rope.
Rope? Maybe someone will have... I mean, if losing Lyric really hurt, I mean, I don't think any of us are proficient with lockpicking tools, but at least we're all fairly dexterous that... I mean, at least having a set could prove beneficial. Especially while we're by ourselves. If there's one around, it might be hard to find. I don't know. I haven't been in town in years.
I'm also curious if Doug made it back here or not.
Yeah. It barely made it around with us. I do not know its chances.
So, morning we eat, and we go see Killeran, and then possibly go see Chandra, depending on what he says.
Yes. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing? You gonna go see Kilran now? You gonna see him in the morning? What's?
In the morning.
Good morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, it's late.
All right. You guys all turning in.
Yep.
All right. Are you sharing a room, or what are you guys gonna do?
We have 2 rooms, but we just went through a lot, so if you guys want to share, that's okay too.
I mean, I'm not.
You're willing to cuddle now? Wow. Character development.
I'll sleep on the floor, it's okay.
No, I mean, you can have a bed. I mean, we don't all have to sleep together. I mean, if you want a room by yourself, I can share a room with Beacon, or vice versa.
It doesn't matter to me. Whichever makes you most comfortable.
I don't care either way either. That's why I said
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
I don't know why you think I have to be the one that chooses. You could choose as well.
You have a weird floor fetish, that's why.
Not at all. I actually claimed a bed last time because I paid.
Yeah, and you paid this time, so that's why you're choosing.
I'm laying. I'm already.
Yes.
I'm laying in the bed already. Or I'm going to.
Did you find a bed? We're in the.
Do what you want. I'm laying in this bed right here, wherever this.
Fine, I'm going in the other room. I can't deal with.
All right. Who?
Eric, I don't know how to get to the rooms, but I am now in a room in a bed. Or
Okay. Yeah. I never put the map for the rooms, but yeah, there's a staircase upstairs. I mean outside. That leads you up to a hallway, and then you go in, and you have your rooms and stuff. The rooms are okay, nothing too fancy. A little desk, bed, a little strong box at the foot of each bed. You have a window in there. I don't know which window, so I don't know which view you have right now, but I'm sure it's cabbage. And you're looking at snow-covered cabbage, and yeah. So who's solo and who is not solo? Well, who's solo? That'll answer the other question.
I don't have to make that choice because I'm already in a bed. It's up to you two.
And I'm in the other room.
All right. So Beacon, which room are you going in? Are you sleeping with Horadis or with Zuck?
No, I didn't. Beacon's just looking back and forth, trying to think who he's gonna bother less by sharing a room with. Give me a second and open a coin flipper.
I roll a D2. Flip one of your new shiny coins.
Okay, face is Horace. Okay, it's tails. So it would be Zach, so I'm gonna go bug Zach.
Okay. Alright, so Horadis, as you're getting ready for bed, are you doing anything special for the rest of the night, or are you going straight to bed? What's your what are you doing?
Like basic linens and stuff in here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some no, well, I mean, there's some blankets, not blankets, they're more like skins, that have kind of been like thin skins or lower quality skins, that
water.
There's basin, sure, there'll be a basin with water, and yeah, there's some basics and stuff in here, sure.
Covered in ooze, so
oh yeah,
I will take the first couple hours of my long rest to clean myself and also kind of at least surface clean my armor and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, sounds cool. It's really, it doesn't take long for you to just completely mess up whatever little bit of water is in the basin provided. But you do what you can. Okay. What about Beacon and Zuck? What are you guys doing before you go to bed?
Beacon, you good?
Yes. Just
okay. Good night.
Alright. Beacon, do anything special?
Probably just basic wash up. Maybe try to warm up a bit before going to bed.
Alright. Yeah, you bundle up in the skins that are there and do whatever. Let's get a quick Jeremiah, let me get a D6 from you. Okay. All right. Morning comes. You guys all get awoken by the screech of rooster crowing. You know, making their noises. It's impossible to sleep through. So as soon as the sun comes up, let's say, I don't know, 6:30, whatever, you hear that, and you all wake up from there, and that's where we'll end tonight's session. All right. So let's say let's say 6:45 in the morning. 6:45 in the morning. Everyone wakes up from rooster sounds. Sock and Beacon sleeping in the same room. Hardest solo. Alright, cool. Yeah, so you guys can take your long rest, you know, whatever. Put your hit dice where they need to be. And then yeah, so next week we're gonna take off. We'll figure out what's happening the week after that. And then whatever. So yeah, so everybody out there, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps us with the algorithm. Thanks for sticking around. You know, and we'll catch you soon. All right, so is it Wednesday yet? Good night, people.
Good night.
Bye.